Welcome to Culturegrams. This is a great tool to use if you are researching countries and their people from any location in the world. The first thing you'll need to do is log in. This is a Grantwood AEA product, so you'll need to use your Grantwood login. If you're not sure what your Grantwood login is, please ask your teacher or your librarian, or it was listed on the Canvas page where you entered this video from. Once we get ourselves logged in here, it takes us to the main home page of Culturegram. There are 4 categories. I have the World Edition, the Kids Edition, States Edition, and the Provinces Edition, which looks at Canada. Each of these 4 areas function in much the same way, so I'm going to do the demonstration here using the World Edition. When I click on this, I have some choices of ways to search. The first one is I can look at the toolbar across the top of the page here and see that I have some different categories of items: photos, slideshows, videos, etc. And each of these contains all of the photos at Culturegrams. So if I click on this particular button, then I can choose photos by area of the world. So Africa, Asia, and Oceania, the Americas, and Europe. Once you decide on a place in the world, you can click on the galleries and drill down until you find something that is suitable for your project or what you're interested in researching. If I was interested in the country of Chad, I could look at the Chad photo gallery, and then I could see the different images from the country of Chad. And these are beautiful pictures, and so I hope that you find great uses for them in your projects. If you click on a specific picture, it will give you a description of what's happening in the picture. And over here on the right, it gives you the option to download it and a citation generator if you need to cite this photograph while you use it in a project. I'm going to go ahead and close this window, and I'm going to go back to the main screen and reselect the World Edition to get back to that home screen there. The other way that you can search is by choosing the actual country or state that you want to research. So you can do that 3 ways from the screen. You can use the drop-down menu here and select the country off the list. You can select the continent off of this list, or you can click directly on the map. And I prefer the map, so I'm going to click on Europe here. And it gives me all the countries in Europe, and I'm interested in learning about Ireland, so I'm going to use Ireland as the example here. If you look at the left-hand side of the page, you have the basic table of contents navigation to all of these different topics over here. And you can scroll down and see that you have all sorts of different interesting things you can learn about each country. In this case, the country of Ireland. If you click on any one of these topics, say you're interested in learning about the language of the country, you can read the information provided, and if you need to cite this information for your project, you can choose the citation generator, and it will generate a citation for you to go ahead and copy and put on your project that you're working on. You have a return to the home page right over here on the left. So once you're done looking at a specific topic, you can go back to the home page. Some other features you'll find on the home page are there are maps. You can look at different kinds, physical map or a political map. There is a great little feature called the infographic average person, and if I enlarge this a little bit here for you, you can see that it takes the average person and gives you some information about them. Gives you their income, their average age and life expectancy, and then over here it compares it to the world. So that's kind of a nice little snapshot about the people in the country you're looking at. It too comes with a citation generator here at the bottom, so you can cite that infographic as well. I'm going to go ahead and close that. Other things you can find here are it will pronounce the name for you, so you can listen to that.
Ireland.
You could listen to the national anthem if you wanted to listen to that. Or if you needed to print a flag or you need to color a flag, something like that, you could print its outline. And then there's some basic country data at the bottom of each home page. And again, here's the citation generator, so you can click on the format that you need. In this case, Cedar Rapids Schools uses MLA, so you would choose that one and generate and copy the citation for this home page. Some other features that Culturegrams offers over here on the right-hand side, navigation. These features, I already showed you one photo gallery and we drilled down. This one is specific to the country of Ireland, so you can find great photos about the country here, or videos, or slideshows. And one of the things I think is really cool is it gives you some interviews of people in the country. In this case, we have a 22-year-old, a 49-year-old, and a 14-year-old. And if you click on their names and open up the screen, you can see some great information about what their daily life is like in that country. So that's a really awesome feature that Culturegrams offers you. I'm going to go ahead and close this window, and I'm going to click here in the breadcrumb and go back to Ireland. Gets me back to my home page. If you're working on a project and you need some really cool extra component to the project, sorry about that. One of the great things you can do is look at their recipes and maybe cook something from that country. So there's a recipe section for each country with several recipes in it. And so you could try those out. And even the recipe section comes with a citation generator. It's found up here at the top. So that's a really good feature to Culturegrams as well. Just hitting the back button there to the home page. And lastly, one of the coolest features about Culturegrams is that it has a listening tool, and if you need it or want to listen to it read to you, you can select an area of text to listen to and click on the listen button, and it will.
Ireland is nicknamed the Emerald Island because of its expansive, lush green fields.
It will read to you, and you can personalize those reading settings by clicking on the gear here and choosing the different highlighting colors, word and sentence colors, and speed, and things like that. I'll close that out. If you'd like to see a different version of the information, you can kick over to the Kids Edition. The Kids Edition has the same set of countries, so you can see them in both the World Edition and the Kids version. So if I click over to the Kids Edition, you'll know you're at the Kids because it turns green. If you look over at the left-hand navigation, some of the titles have changed a little bit. They're a little bit geared toward a slightly younger audience. But one of the cool features on the Kids Edition is the Can You Say It feature. And it gives you some very simple phrases in English, what they look like in the native language, and the pronunciation guide for them right here. And if you even wanted to cite that, there's the citation generator. Okay. I can, in the same way, return to Ireland home right here. And if I want to flip back over to the World Edition, I can just click it over here in the upper right and get back to the Home Edition, World Edition. That's all I have for the tour of Culturegrams. I really hope you enjoy using this resource. It's a wonderful way to explore the world. Thanks, and have a great day.